Scarlet did an oopsie. Peril did an oopsie. Chameleon did an oopsie. And Ruby did a big oopsie. My name is Gloria Porger, and you're watching Wings of Fire Review. Alright, let's get into this. So despite how much I've been complaining about this book and been really dreading it and everything, and I know that there's a lot of people out there that watch me on DeviantArt and everything and on Instagram and have been knowing that this is something big that's been coming, that Mike's favorite character dies in this book. I was going to put my Sergal head on just to do this review. I'm just too, I'm going to get heated, okay? It's just, I put him on for the last review. I reviewed book 7, but I feel like I have to get this review out first to kind of clear the air on some things. Number 1, did I hate this book? No. Surprisingly, no. I did not hate this book. Excuse me for a second, I actually have to check something. Sorry about that, I forgot to set my phone to airplane mode, so we almost got a notification while I was recording, which would have killed your eardrums. I'm sorry about that, it would have been really loud. And I put my phone on silent and everything so I could record. Yeah, there we go, getting notifications. Okay, so that's just a Wings of Fire chat that I'm in. And they're kind of talking right now. I did launch this thing across the room when Scarlet died. I literally went whoosh a couple of minutes ago. So, that's a thing. I was thinking for this review, I was going to have skits and everything where I was going to throw this out and then do the thing where I'm laughing and then just being like, just kidding, still have it, but no, because to be honest, I feel drained by this book. Once it hit chapters 18, I knew it was coming, and I'm just like, just get it over with. It's like getting a needle, it's just like, it's gonna suck. Let's just do it already. I was so sick of it just dragging out. I'm like, I know Scarlet's gonna die. I'm gonna lose all faith in the series. Just do it already. Okay, so I want to talk about the things that I liked. Surprisingly, for all the people that watch me on Instagram and DeviantArt know that I dislike Peril. Well, after this one, I'm not so sure. She's quirky, and she's weird. I can't say that I like her, but I have a weird thing with her now, where I'm just like, okay, you are one really, really weird person. I'm sorry, but all the time she thinks about Clay, I was genuinely uncomfortable. I'm just like, she thinking about him a little bit too much. I mean, there's other people she can talk to. Okay, I actually liked a lot of things about this book. Number 1 was the intro to, not the actual intro I'm talking about when the story actually begins, from Peril's perspective and everything. It starts off, and it's not pulling any punches here. Once this book gets going, it's a lot like book 5. It doesn't stop. I want to talk about some. I'm gonna, obviously, this is a spoiler review because, yeah. I want to talk about some stuff that I really, really, really liked that was kind of seamless, and I really liked this. And this actually happened in book 7 with Pyrite, but in book 8. There's this scene that I actually really, really, really liked, where Peril gets this necklace put on her that takes away her fire scales, but suddenly it's like she just forgets everything. And from the person's perspective, the people that are reading, you and me, were like, wait, what the fuck just happened? Because suddenly she's just completely different. She's acting silly. Because she's surprisingly bitchy. I'm gonna be honest, Peril's kind of bitchy in this. Like, she fucking yells at everyone. She's like almost like Tsunami in a way. Like, she just insults everyone and thinks about killing everyone. Yes, I still think Peril is a monster after reading this. Yes, because that's all she fucking thinks about. She's like, oh, I'm gonna set you on fire later. Like, alright, we're just gonna go right there. So, yeah, like I was saying, as you're reading it, you're like, something just happened. Yeah, her fire skills are gone. And at first you don't notice it because it's just like, oh, you know, she's so happy and everything. She could finally touch stuff. But then as it goes on, you realize something's not right. Because she is, I guess her constantly talking about Clay in the book really feeds into this, because she's like constantly thinking about him, you know, oh, what would Clay say if I did this, or what would Clay do if I did that? When this happens, nothing about him whatsoever. It was seamless. It was great. I loved that part. I have to give it credit where credit's due. This took the score from a 2 to a 3 out of 10. Now I'm going to start talking about what the book did wrong for me. The book starts off with Ruby as the main protagonist, with the prologue. I knew about Ruby before I started reading this book. And once it started, I said to myself, oh, that's Ruby. She's dead to me. I know what she does. I'm not going to care about her. And what happened throughout this entire book? I didn't care. Jumping into this book, I thought that Peril was going to be the problem. Because like I said, I didn't really like Peril throughout the rest of the books in the series. I never really enjoyed her character. I always thought that she was just kind of annoying, kind of in the way, and an unnecessary character, always a background character that you don't really think much about. That's always how I thought about Peril. I never gave her too much thought, to be honest. And, which, you know, I was kind of surprised in this one. But yeah, I quickly realized, going into this book, Peril is not the problem. Ruby is the problem. Holy shit, I could not stand her throughout this entire book. This book would be great for me to get through. I would read it again if she wasn't in it. She annoyed the shit out of me throughout this entire book. I knew I was going to dislike her, but I was being open enough where I was just like, you know what? Maybe she's not as bad as I think she is. Oh no, she is. She is annoying. Really, really annoying. I did not give a single shit about her. And I said, you know, and I knew that I was being, you know, irrational and everything when I said on my DeviantArt that she's dead to me. I knew because there's no way I can like her. I don't like her. I don't like her son. After, you know, it's revealed like, oh, you're Tourmaline and you're Ruby. You're two the same person. I was just like, who gives a flying fuck? I don't like you. At that point, I had completely lost interest in Ruby. I knew that her and Scarlet were going to go fight. She wasn't going to win, which, by the way, was the stupidest thing I think I've ever read. This, I think, is inexcusable. Now, Scarlet going down, you'd think maybe, you know, she'd take out a bunch of dragons with her or something like that. Like, she'd do something big and powerful. But here, it's almost played like a fucking joke. She fucking slips. She slips and falls, and then her daughter pins her. Are you shitting me? That's how she goes? It's lazy, shitty kind of writing. It was just like, I don't know how this is supposed to end. Both fighters are kind of evenly matched here. Oh, she slips. Okay. And also, I want to bring up the bullshit of when she switches forms and suddenly all her wounds are gone. What the fuck was that? That doesn't make any fucking sense. I don't like that part. I'm just like, really? Okay, so now we're just going to this character's OP. Okay. See what I mean? I don't like Ruby. She's an overpowered character. I don't give a shit about her, or her son for that matter. She's put in this way where in the book, the writer really made it seem like you're supposed to care about her. But I'm never given a good reason why I should care about her. Oh no, she grew up with Scarlet. So what? So did Peril. So did this character. So did so many other characters. Her son, I thought, was more interesting than her. So many other freaking characters grew up with Scarlet. I don't give a shit about Ruby. What the hell makes her so special? Oh, she's the queen. Okay. I'm sorry. For all of you that like Ruby, I do not like her, and I will not like her. I know it's irrational and everything, and I'm trying as hard as I can to hear people out. But if you like her, it's okay with me. I just do not like her at all. Oh my god. I'm glad I got that off my chest. I really needed to just talk about that because that legitimately pissed me off. If you're gonna kill off my favorite character, okay, fine, fucking do it. Just go kill her. Have her send out in a blaze of fucking glory. What happens here? It's played up like a joke, and it just shows me that the Skywings are nothing but a bunch of disloyal dogs who don't even know what the hell's best for them. None of them are like, yeah, now we have a false queen. They're all like, yeah, go Ruby. I didn't enjoy this. I did not enjoy this part at all, in case you didn't tell. But the rest of the book, I got so invested in. I really, really liked it. It's kind of weird, because Peril is kind of the background in a lot of these scenes. It's not really like winter turning. I'm trying to describe this as best as I can, but it's because Peril doesn't speak much in this book. It's a lot of her inner thoughts. I don't know. At least that's how it was for me. I feel like Peril didn't talk that much in this book. It just kind of feels like she was the background. I mean, she started talking a lot when they got to the Skywing Palace and when she got that thing on her and everything. Yeah, she talked a lot. But like beforehand, everything that's happening, she's very much a spectator to, as much as we are, and we're viewing everything through her perspective and everything. Honestly, from her perspective, it was kind of interesting. I'm not saying I like Peril again, but I mean, I gotta give credit where credit was due, and when stuff was going down and Peril was there, she never really got in the way. She just kind of sat around and watched stuff happen, which was kind of fun because it's like we're watching it as well. I want to talk about Turtle. Turtle's in this one. This dude is a stoner. I'm calling it right now. This is the most chilled and laid back dragon I think I've ever read about. I thought Clay was like this. I thought maybe Jambu was like it. I don't know if that's how to pronounce that bitch's name. I don't know. Is it Jambo? I don't know. I thought he was the most, like, chilled out dragon. Mm-mm. Wait until you meet Turtle. This dude, yo. This motherfucker, man. This dude is, like, the most laid-back dragon ever. Like, I would not be afraid of this guy, but like, he'd be way bigger than me, but, like, I can't with him. He makes me laugh every single time. Peril could clearly kill him at any moment. She almost like walks into him a couple of times and he's just like, whoa, okay, step back for a minute. Like, he's never afraid or anything. Like, it's, oh my god, like, I gotta give credit. I didn't know if I was gonna like Turtle or not, but I freaking love him. He's freaking funny in a completely unintentional way. But maybe that's the point. Maybe he's supposed to just be so laid back that you're just like, okay, he's funny because of this. He has some pretty funny moments, like when one of those cactuses, those exploding cactuses, Peril touches it. She's just like, oh, I know what this is. He's just like, okay, it's official. You are the most least stealthiest dragon ever. Oh my god, that was funny. Surprisingly, there was a lack of Kinkachu in this because she still knocked the fuck out. I would say that I'm worried about Kinkachu, but I know she comes back. I know she's fine, so that's spoiled for me. I'm sorry, I had a lot of stuff that's spoiled for me. I just can't. That elephant in the room. So does Wings of Fire suck now? Yeah, because my favorite is gone. Am I still interested in the series? Definitely. The reason why is, like, I fucking love this series. Even though it has, even though this happened, that baby girl got killed off. Oh, I'm going. Anyway, I still love this series. Even though I was upset when, like, Whirlpool died and everything. I have to really thank Mythical Mishmash to really getting me to love that character, Whirlpool. I didn't really think much of him when I first read Book 2. I'll talk about this in Book 2 review because the graphic novel of Book 2 is coming out, I think, like, in a couple days. So, whenever I get that, whenever I review it, I'll talk about Whirlpool in depth there. And how me and her basically defend that character because people say that he is a pedophile, and no. But yeah. That part sucked. I'm not gonna stop being salty about that. Oh yeah, Ruby? You're the queen now? Oh yeah? But can you do this? I don't think you can. You can't do this. Your chair can't go back this far. Yeah. What you gonna do? Okay, I'm acting like a fucking 4-year-old. Which I've already been getting yelled at on DeviantArt for acting like, which I have the IQ of a rock, if you can't tell. Okay, I want to praise this book a little bit more because I'm shitting on characters here, and I don't want to keep doing that. I want to give them all the fair chance. Clay was kind of underplayed, but okay, I need to criticize this just a little bit because I actually thought about this, and this might be controversial, and I don't know how people are going to think about this. So in the beginning of the book, which was fucking awesome, by the way, when Scarlet shows up, she's not giving a shit anymore. She's coming straight for freaking Jade Mountain. She's just like, I'm fucking gunning it for them. She comes in and she's holding the head of Glory. But this is one of the moments that kind of bothered me. Now, I love Glory. She is one of my favorite characters throughout this entire series. I think that she might be actually my favorite character throughout this entire series. If she died, actually, I think I would have been okay with it. And here's my reason why. Even though, it's kind of played up for a joke and everything. It's just like, no, this isn't really Glory, oh, gotcha. Which is kind of another bad writing thing, at least I think so. Just kind of one of those things done for shock, I guess. Like, you think about it, Glory has been the most badass character throughout this entire series. She's done everything. She brought the Nightwings and Rainwings together. She saved the Nightwings. She saved her friends multiple times. But no matter what she did, no matter how badass she is, she couldn't escape what she did before. The fact that she got Scarlet, and Scarlet wanted vengeance. She couldn't escape it. That is a cool way to kind of end her character. It'd be like, well, no matter what she did, no matter how awesome she did, no matter how awesome she was, this was her fate. She screwed up. She did an oopsie. I would have actually been kind of okay with this. It would have made Scarlet a really, really cunning villain. But I know obviously they weren't gonna kill Glory off. I mean, I would be really upset over that. I think I'd be more upset over that than Scarlet. I'd be like, holy shit, Glory is fucking dead. I think I'd be more upset over that than I would be of Scarlet's death if she was actually dead. But that's a little bit controversial. If they would actually make that canon, I would be like, yeah, that's a good way to kind of build up a villain even more. Have them kill off such an important character like that. Like, could you imagine? Holy shit, that would blow everything out of proportion with the Rain Wings and the Night Wings if she was actually dead. Holy shit. That'd be fucking crazy. Again, okay, let's head back to I completely derailed there. Good things about the book even more. Winter comes back and he has Foe Slayer with her, but she leaves, she's gone. Because she was fighting Peril. You're an idiot sometimes, because Winter is the type of person that shoots first and asks questions later. And he's just like, is calling Peril dangerous and stuff like that. I mean, he's not wrong. And she's just like, oh yeah, you think you're gonna stop me? And he's just like, alright, fuck it, we're gonna fight now. And, they wind up fighting and colliding into each other accidentally. Winter gets hurt and everything. This is how they find out that Turtle is Animus, because he uses the thing to basically heal Winter, and Winter's okay. I was expecting Winter to get up from that injury and just be like, oh, well, that sucked. But of course he just like turns to Peril. He's just like, you're an asshole. I would have the characters cursing a lot more if I could rewrite some of the dialogue. Because my dragons from my story swear a lot. Lord Hades especially, one of the main bad guys, this dude curses like every sentence. Yeah. If I ever want to achieve my life goal of, making a graphic novel series of my dragon characters, I don't know if the dialogue would have to be cut or anything, because they curse a lot. Anyway, but yeah, I really liked the whole dynamic of Peril coming into the group. I guess she's part of the group with Quibbly, not Quibbly, Kibbly. I've been corrected. It is not pronounced Quibbly. It is pronounced Kibbly. Thank you for whoever helped me with that. I can't think of whatever the hell did that off the top of my head. So I guess she's just one of those characters now. But her meeting them was kind of cool. When she met Moon and everything, that was kind of fun. There's a lot fun moments in this. It wasn't as fun as Winter Turning, but again, this book was pretty tense. I wouldn't say it was good, because of course what happened. But I mean, like, when I was thinking about reviewing this book, I was going to tell people, skip this book. Like, I remember saying that, like, when I was writing, like, a script out for what I was going to say in the intro before I even read it. Being like, no, skip this book. But, like, to be honest, just skip, like, chapter 19, or 18, 19, and I think 20. Just do that. Just save yourself. Just don't do it. If you're a fan of Baby Girl like me, just don't do it. I suffered through it so that you guys don't have to. I did it. So despite this all happening, I will say it again, that I am genuinely interested with this. And one of the people I'm talking to on DeviantArt has been saying, like, why are you even bothering reading this series if you're going to hate the main characters? Well, I don't hate the main characters, obviously. I'm still invested in every single one of them. I want to know more about Kibbley. I want to know more about, freaking Moon, Kinkachu, or I mean, maybe not Kinkachu because she's like Pinkie Pie. she's literally Pinkie Pie. I mean, you can't change my mind with that. She's literally freaking Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony. I feel like the author watched an episode of My Little Pony and was just like, I need to make that character into a dragon. I mean, come on, is that not accurate? That is. But overall, I would say that this book was okay. I can't say it's good because of that big aspect. And I know I'm being irrational here, but I have a right to be. I suffered through this. Whew. But I recommend it. If you love Peril, you're going to love her even more here. If you dislike Peril, you're going to dislike her even more here. Take that as you will. Need to think about more to talk about, and I need to get something to drink because my throat is killing me. Give me a second. We're going to take a quick break. So if Ruby wasn't annoying enough, we get introduced to her kid, Cliff. His dialogue was so hard for me to read. I'm just like, I'm really reading this right now. Jesus Christ, I hated this kid. I don't know how anyone likes Cliff. Seriously, this kid was annoying as shit. Oh, but, Ruby's just trying to defend her dragonette. I don't give a shit, okay? I'm going to be completely honest. This kid annoyed the shit out of me throughout the entire book. Once he got introduced, I was just like, oh, so this is Cliff. Oh, this is Cliff. It was that big of a shift where I was just like, oh no. What was that stupid line? No, I want to watch Mommy kill Grandma. By the way, Scarlet calls herself a grandma. Scarlet, you're barely like 30. Like, just, you're a young ass grandma. Anyway, wow. I'm sorry for anyone who likes Cliff, but I fucking hated this kid. I'm going to be completely honest. I really, really did. If you like him, more power to you, but this kid was the most annoying little shit ever. Reminded me of like a little freaking kid that goes to like Walmart and like complains about not getting shit or whatever. Fuck Cliff. Oh my god, I could not stand reading his dialogue. And like people were telling me like, no, he's kind of funny, kind of sassy and everything. He's not like the kids from Stranger Things. He's fucking awful. His dialogue is so hard for me to read. And again, the book makes it seem like you're supposed to care about him and Ruby. No. Sorry, what the author's name? Tui? I can't pronounce it. It's Miss Sutherland. No. Ruby and Cliff are the bad guys to me. I'm sorry for the people who like them. They are bad to me. I'm not gonna like them regardless. Whew. I need to take another drink. Be right back. I just realized I've been talking about stuff from the book, but I never really explained what the full book is about. The whole fucking book is about trying to stop baby girl. To be honest, like, I don't know if it would be possible, but I would really like to see like an alternate version where Scarlet is forced to team up with the Dragonettes and everything. Could you imagine? Like, I guess not Darkstalker, I guess someone else. Like, if there was, like, this bigger threat that was threatening everyone, and, like, no matter who it was, like, it had to be, like, Ruby, Scarlet, all the Dragonets, all had to come together, like, even though they hate each other just to fight off this threat. I want to see that happen. Could you imagine, like, oh my god. That, like a Ratchet and Clank all for one situation. Like, Jesus fucking Christ, that would be fucking insane. But yeah, the whole book is basically trying to stop Scarlet. But we get introduced to a character in this book that I was just like, this is Chameleon, isn't it? Now, I'd heard about Chameleon before. I knew that he was a Rainwing that couldn't change his colors. Again, this was another thing that was spoiled for me before I went into this book. In that he could shapeshift. I did not know he could shapeshift because it was Darkstalker Scroll. I did not know that. That's fucking crazy. And I forgot to talk about that. The way that this book ended was awesome. And I'll talk about that in a minute. But several times, Peril and Turtle spot someone that's watching them, and it's a Nightwing. Now, we know this Nightwing before because he attacked Kinkachu in book 7, and we don't really know who the hell he is. Of course, I knew, so there goes the suspense in that. But later on, he meets, what's it called? I think it was... Yeah, Peril separated from the group because she got pissed off at them and whatever. I think they had an argument or something. I can't really remember off the top of my head. There's so much shit that I'm trying to cycle through. And they had a big argument, and they left. Peril left, and a Skywing starts following her. And the Skywing's like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Soar." She's like, okay. Nice to meet you. What's good, homie? Soar's a good Skywing name, right? Yeah, I guess so. Oh, okay, that's good. As soon as he said that, I was just like, this is Chameleon, isn't it? This is one of Chameleon's forms, isn't it? I didn't know that he had a form for every single faction in Wings of Fire. I know they're called tribes, but I call them factions. I'm sorry. And his reveal was absolutely insane. When Scarlet was just like, I don't even think she was really trying. She was just like holding him down with like one paw and was just like, okay, let me take this off of you. Okay, here we go. Here he is. This is what he's like. Chameleon, you're a fucking dick. Like, okay, I kind of get where he's coming from. The Rainwings made fun of him. They cast him out. He doesn't like them. Okay, I get that. But holy shit, dude, you need to chill. Yo, Kinkachu probably wouldn't even give a shit. If you told her, I think if he told Kinkachu, my name is Chameleon and I can't change my color, I was made fun of for that, I think Kinkachu would be like, oh, I'm so sorry. But this bitch full on attacked her. He's just like, oh, Rainwing, I must kill it. And wow. He is a dick. That's all I have to say about with he's still kind of cooler than a lot of characters that we've met so far because he's super interesting with that fact. I mean, he's actually a really interesting character, even though, he's an asshole. He's super interesting. I actually kind of enjoyed reading about him, where he was talking about, like, it's ironic that I'm called Chameleon and I can't change my color. Like, again, it's like, he's pretty cool, even though he sucks. I mean, he's a hell of a lot more likable than Ruby, I'll say that much. Hang on a second, I got a notification I gotta respond to. There's another element to Chameleon that was just like, holy shit. Now, I knew that Kestrel had a kid, obviously, because it's Peril. But I always wondered, who the fuck looked at Kestrel and said, yeah, I want to put my dick in that? No offense. Actually, yeah, offense. I would not want to do the dirty with Kestrel. Yo, she probably... I can't even say that. I'm sorry. I'm not even going to say it on camera. But this is him. Chameleon is Peril's dad. Holy shite. This is nuts. I think after that part, I was just like, dude, this shit is nuts. What the fuck am I reading here? Because I was just like, what? Her dad is a Rainwing, but she's not a hybrid. Because he did it with Kestrel when he was a Skywing. Which, by the way, how does that work? I'm not talking about the sex part. I'm talking about, how do you just become a Skywing and no one around you notices that there's suddenly a new guy? You know what I mean? It's just like, hey, I didn't see you at the water cooler yesterday. Who the hell are you? No one does anything? No one notices that there's suddenly just a random Skywing around? I guess, well, granted, he did meet Scarlet beforehand when he was shapeshifting. I don't know if he had some sort of proper introduction. They never said. But I... holy shit. I had no idea that this was Peril's dad. Wow. Again, this... I mean, that was quite the twist. I didn't know that. I knew that he wasn't a Skywing or anything. I knew that Chameleon was a Rainwing that could shapeshift. I did not know that was Peril's dad. That's a hell of a dad to have. What the fuck? So... that sucked. I think that's what I said after this book was done. I was just like, well, that sucked. Well, not after this book. I said after the chapters with the Sky Palace, I was just like, that sucked. That really sucked. Everything that you've heard about Scarlet's death sucking, it's true. It sucks. It really does. I need to get back on track here. Yeah, I'm really interested about the next book. I need to talk about that ending. I almost got off track here. So at the end, they got the scroll away from Chameleon. Because if you don't know, Chameleon has been using Darkstalker's scroll to... I'm sorry, I gotta take another drink again. I don't want to do it on camera. Okay, back on track. So, Chameleon has been using Darkstalker's scroll to change shape, to make enchantments, to do, whatever the fuck he wanted. And they take that away from him. Turtle uses his power to get it away from him because he was in his Nightwing form and everything. He fled from the Skywing Kingdom. I mean, I would too after Ruby takes over. But besides the point. They're just like, if we try to fight this dude, we're gonna get fucked up. So they took away Darkstalker's scroll, but they were just like, listen, dude, this is the worst punishment we could think of. You can't do your enchantments anymore. Just go. Leave. I don't want to see you ever again. Keep your forms. Get the fuck out of here. We're taking Darkstalker's scroll, and we're never going to see you again. This causes an argument between the characters, where they're just like, What should we do with it? And Moon finally admits that she's been talking to Darkstalker in book 6. And they're arguing over what to do with it. I'll sleep, let's think about it in the morning. They wake up, Moon's gone. Moon is gone. I apologize for all the shifts that have been happening with like the random cuts and everything. It's just that I went kind of past a certain limit before something happens on my phone. So yeah. They finally find Moon, and she's sitting there reading the scroll, and she's hysterical crying. She's just like, I can't do this. I agreed to help you, and I didn't know that you fucking did this, you piece of shit. How the fuck could you do this to someone? And what she's reading is that, and I know this part already, like I've been told about this spoiler too, Darkstalker enchanted his dad. And she's just like, you made him kill himself, didn't you? And she's like, how did you do it? What did you do? Disembowelment? What the fuck? Which, I know what happens, and I know it's way, way worse than just that. What does he say to him? Like, cut out your tongue or something like that beforehand. I haven't read Darkstalker yet, but I at least know this part of it. And him being like, show us what you look like on the inside or something like that. Like, oh boy. I'm sorry, but that is one of the scariest fucking things I think I've ever fucking read about in my entire life. Could you imagine being stuck in your body and your body just doing something without you controlling it? You're stuck there, and you're gonna feel pain. You're gonna fucking kill yourself, and there's nothing you can do. That's like the beginning of Bioshock 2. In the beginning of Bioshock 2, when Subject Delta's like, take the pistol, place it against your head. And he's like kind of like struggling, and it's just like fire. That's like that. Oh my god, that is such a scary concept. Like my brain doesn't know what the hell to do with that. Imagine like you can't move your body and someone else's. Oh my god. Mm-mm. I can't even think about that right now. That is too fucking weird. But yeah, they learned that Darkstalker maybe isn't as good as she thinks that, maybe he's not as good as she thought. Yeah. And she's sitting there. I kind of wish that we could know what he was saying to her, because she was just like, shut up already. Like, she's just like, he's not happy about this at all. So Kibley and Winter and everyone all catch up with Peril, because Peril was sent after Moon first. And they start arguing. They're like, we can't use this. We can't free Darkstalker. We can't get him out. We just have to leave him. But then they start arguing. They're like, no, we should use the scroll for this. We should use the scroll for that. We should use the scroll for this. We should use it for that. And they're really going back and forth with each other. And, you're really learning, like, holy shit, this type of power is going to make everyone rip each other apart. This isn't good. Peril does something kind of smart. She grabs it, and the whole thing just burns up. Which I thought was a great idea. I'm just like, yeah, now no one can mess with this. But then suddenly, the whole earth starts shaking. Everything is shaking. Everything's going crazy. Everything's on fire. Everything's all fucking nuts. And then Darkstalker comes out, and he's just like, finally. Thanks for that. That's how the book ends. How am I gonna go into reading the prequel now, knowing that was how that ended? I need to read the next one. I need to do it, but I can't. I have to go read Darkstalker first. I've been told I can't do this. I have to go to read Darkstalker first before I read book 9. Shit. Oh. Okay. I need to collect my thoughts and go take a chill pill or something and I don't know, is that a saying anymore? I don't think it is. Whew. So that was Wings of Fire, Escape from Peril. Escape from Peril, escape. Escaping Peril. Yeah. I'm sorry for this video. I don't even know if I'm going to put music in it or anything. Because, you know, I don't feel like this book was worth the effort. But I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys are having a great one. And, yeah, I will see you guys in the next video where we review Darkstalker. Actually, the next video might actually be the Book 7 review, because I still have footage from Book 7 reviews. And that one, I feel, was kind of a clunky video, because it was me first time wearing the fursuit head, and I was too focused on that, and I couldn't really think of what I wanted to talk about, so that review is a little shaky. I'm still debating on if I should post it or not, or just retry the whole thing. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one.